ladies and gentlemen, Sparring DK here. I've got a tutorial for you today on how to add kits to FC25. This is of course only on PC, and I'll also show you how to add a third kit if that's something that you would like to do. We'll break this down into chapters so you can always come back and try and find the content that you need to manipulate and make the series the way you want your career mode. This is of course just for career mode. You need to play in offline mode, but I'll try and make this as simplified as possible. You can always contact me on Twitter or join the Discord if you need some more information. Hopefully this is pretty straightforward. So let's jump into it first and let you know what programs you're going to need to get up and running and start creating some mods. The first thing you're probably going to want is the FIFA editing tool suite. You can get that here. The description will have links to these programs. You need to download the editor and you need to download the mod manager and get these up and running. I can't help you with exactly how to get this one running. You do need an encryption key, which you can find on Google, and edit that in. Once you're up and running, you're pretty much good to go. So get yourself the FIFA editing tool suite. We'll download those. The next thing you're going to need is the Revolution DB Master 24 or RDBM 24. There isn't a current version of this for 25 as I'm recording this tutorial, but I'll show you a way to manipulate RDBM 24 so that it works for 25. So go ahead and download that program as well. And the other one you probably want is FIFAKitCreator.com. This is a great little place that you can come in and create your kits. It'll export the files that you need to put in to change your kits. And we'll get into creating some kits shortly. I'll show you how to add a third kit and the likes. And the other thing you probably will want is from Aaron Actor. You can jump over to his Patreon and get yourself the live editor. It can help you with a few little things in the background later on. So sign up for that so that you have the latest version with any title updates that do come. So once you've got all those, we're ready to start setting up to get these kits put in. First thing we want to do is open up the FIFA editor tool because we need to export something from here just to help us out with RDBM and get the exchange over to 25. I want you to navigate to the Legacy Explorer and just type FIFA up here in this search bar. Click down until you get to the DB, which is a database, and I need you to export two files. One is FIFA NGDB. If we right click on that one, we can hit export. Right, and you just want to find a spot to export this FIFA NGDB, hit save. And the other one you're going to need is the NGDB meta. So do the same thing there, export it and put it in the same spot. That's all we need to do now for now on FIFA editor tool. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. You've put your RDBM, hopefully you've installed it. Right, so you need to navigate to your RDBM file that you have installed. And you need to go into templates. Go to the FC24 template. And you can see here you've got FIFA NGDB and FIFA Meta. What you need to do is overwrite these two files with the ones that you've just exported from the FIFA editor tool. So for me, all I'm doing is grabbing this FIFA NG and dragging it here. Do I want to replace it? Yes, I do. And I will do the same for the metadata. What this has done in the background is updated RDBM to read the FC25 data. So now you're ready to go with RDBM. So our RDBM is updated to 25. We've got our live editor. That's all the programs we really need to start getting the kits done. So let's jump into chapter 2, kit creation. Right, so you're ready to start making a kit. Here on the Kit Creator, there is a lot of things that we can do. If you're familiar with this, you can probably jump to the next chapter. If not, follow along. We've got the settings file here where we've got a list of templates. Now, if you have an account, you can sign up for this. It doesn't cost too much. You will get some exclusive content that you can utilize, but the free one is just as good. So feel free to play with that. But let's just jump in and create an Adidas kit, I guess. There are a whole heap of settings here. You don't really need to manipulate this too much. One thing I would say was put the 3D model kit on mini kit. That will definitely help you out later on with the settings. We can then jump into logos. So you can not just have Adidas. You could technically create any type of branded kit that you would like to see. Right, next up is team. We'll choose like a League 2 side because that way we can look to add a third kit later on. Currently, I'm doing a Youth Edition series with Bromley. So if we just type Bromley in here, there's a couple of logos here. You've got the standard logo, and you've also got a mono logo, which can also help you out with some of your kit creation. You can get very creative with this kind of stuff. We'll put the standard one on there now. And if we zoom in here, we can see the kit, and we can move it around, and we've got the Bromley badge on there. Sponsor-wise, well, there's a whole heap of sponsors here if we wish. You can add your own ones. So if we go upload with an account, you can upload some of your own presets. Currently, I can add 750, but let's just add the KFC logo to the front. There we go. So there we go. We can change sponsors. You can do this every season as well. If we want a back sponsor, we can put that on as well. Let's go with Spotify. You can manipulate these position-wise by clicking here. You can move the position. You can change the size. I mean, you can really get in here and really make the kits look exactly how you want. We're getting there. We're getting there. You've also got sleeve badges. The left sleeve, I believe, is for sponsor. Right sleeve, I wouldn't worry about because that's where the league badge will be. But we can give them a little bit of a sponsor here. So let's chuck on, let's go with the Red Bull logo. There we go. Okay, so we've got our sponsors sorted. You can recolor these if you wish. So you just need to add a recolor function by clicking this, and then you can make whatever color you want, sort of thing. Turn it off, easy. Let's jump into the shirt. So we've got options here. We can pick our colors. So maybe we want to go for a nice white kit. We've got presets here for what we're trying to do. We can probably pick the color here off the KFC and get the red as well. Do we want to color the sleeves? Armband options, side panels, will make them red as well. Okay, front panels, let's go black. Now we can see the Adidas logo probably needs to change as well. So then we would go back here. We can recolor the shirt logo. Let's make that black as well. Okay, now we're getting there. Now we're getting there. You can look at the full uniform this way. You can add other things as well. So if you want to put some text on, you've got all of these designs here. So if we jump in here, there's like graphics that we could add. Let's chuck Hull on. That's on the front. Maybe we don't want that. We've got patterns. So there's a whole heap of patterns that we can add as well. That's a little bit crazy, but we'll chuck it in there anyway. Maybe we'll add some opacity just to pull that back. Make it just sit there subtly. Okay, it's a little bit ugly, but I guess we'll make do. You can add custom logos, patterns, just have a play with all of this kind of stuff. We can add some text as well if we wish. Maybe we'll chuck it on the back. Change the position. Where we want to go. This isn't their name. This is just some extra text that we're putting on here. Change this to We Are Bromley. That'll update. We can change that color to black as well. There we go. We've got ourselves a kit. Now, shorts. What are we thinking? Probably red as well. Yep, looking the goods. And the socks. Let's keep the black socks, but then the Adidas logo here is black. So we'll go back to our logos. We'll recolor the socks. So let's change that to white. And effectively, we've got a kit. Now, one thing I would say to add, I think it's in graphics. Is that undershirt? Undershirt and neck warmer is always a handy one to add, just so that you get the colors right on that as well, which we can see here in the settings. We go. It's going to show. No, it's not going to show me today. Normally it would say it here. Fair enough. but that will basically make that white. Okay, so we've got a rough kit ready to go. Yeah, let's get this into FC25. Right, so once you're happy with your kit, it's a little bit dodgy, but we'll take it at face value. You can save it, and then you can download it. What this will do will create a zip file for you. It's downloading now, and we're ready to get that into the FIFA editor tool. Right, so our kit's come in a zip file. Let's extract all of that. Now within this kit file, we've got a whole heap of images. This will make sense very, very soon. So we want to add a kit here for Bromley. I'm just going to type Bromley here in the search bar. Click content, kit, and we will get the number that we're looking for, 112764. Make sure you write this down because you will need it at a later stage. And for us, we're going to manipulate the home kit and put in this new KFC kit. So the first thing I want you to do is double click here on brand jersey. It looks blank, but we're going to go import. We're going to go to our kit file and we're going to add blank. Yes, you want to resize the image. Do the same for the next one. Import, blank. Next one, continue, blank. And you're going to do that for all these brand and crests because we're putting those on the kit ourselves. We don't want the game controlling these. Always resize the images. We're going to get rid of the crest and create blanks. Do the same here, all the way down until you get to the hot spots. Okay, so we've done those. Skip past hotspots. Next, we're going to go to the jersey coef. We're going to import the jersey coef. Next is jersey color. We're going to import jersey color. We're then going to import jersey normal and the jersey TAA file. Next is your shorts. So you're just replacing all of these folders. And anytime you want to update it, you just use the same strategy. Just replace all of these imagery files and create a new mod, perhaps for a second season. We'll do the socks as well. Okay, that's all the base files for this kit. Now there's one other thing that we do need to do. We go across to Legacy Explorer. We're going to type kit here. And we are going to go to UI, image assets, kit. Now this is where you're going to need that number. So instead, you could type in the 112764, which is Bromley. And now you've got 3 kits here. 0 is the home kit, 1 is the away kit, and 2 is your goalkeeper kit. So if we double click here, the home kit, we want to import this little mini kit file that we've got here. Now we probably should have done it with the short sleeves. That's no difference, but that comes down to however you've exported it from here. So if we'd exported it with short sleeves, we would have got a short sleeve image. That's all the data that you need to put in to create that kit. So now we want to go File, Save As, and give this a name. Kit tutorial. So that saved all the data. We now need to export this as a mod. So export to mod. Put in a title. FC Kit Tutorial. The author, Sparring DK. It is a kit and it is version 1. If you wish, just for making life easier, you can add there and just put a description in, kits for tutorial. We're then going to go save and we are going to call this tutorial kits 1 and hit save. We've now created our mod, but it's not going to be effective in FC25 just yet. Right then, next thing we will want to do is open up our mod manager. If we click import mods and we navigate to where our exported mod file is, if we double click this, it now pops up on the left hand side, FC kit tutorial, but it hasn't been applied. We need to apply the mod, and then we will want to launch it from here. Right, as FC loads up, make sure you're always playing offline. And if we come to Bromley, we can see that we have a KFC home kit. I will jump in so you can see what this is looking like currently. Okay, so the KFC kit is ready to go. All right, here we go. The KFC kit currently in the game. Now, we do have a few little issues here. The number is probably a little bit close to the branding badge there with Adidas. And the numbers aren't the color that we really want them, are they? Now, that's going to come down to us setting up our squad file. But other than that, the graphics are all in. We've got all of our sponsors in there, and we've added a kit to FC25. Now, if we wanted to, we could manipulate the kit a little bit more, maybe move that sponsor badge on the shorts around a little bit so that it doesn't affect the number. The number you can move with the hotspots, but I tend to try not to touch those too much. They are a little bit more finicky, so you're probably better off moving the branding badge in. But yeah, there we go. The kit is in. Now I'm going to show you how to work on the squad file. Things are a little bit different here in regards to how the team kits file and the likes work on FC25. So here's what I need you to do first. I want you to go up to the settings file. I want you to come across to profile, and I want you to load your latest squad. So let's load squads 1. We are then going to edit teams, and we are going to download all the latest updates. Once you've got those updates done, I want you to go save squads. Create a new squad, and we'll call this squads tutorial. You could call it whatever career mode save you are using. I cannot spell right now. Tutorial. Oh, goodness gracious. And we now have a squad called squad tutorial. We'll need this very, very soon. We can now jump out of FC25 for a little bit. We're going to have to reload it again, so you're better off shutting it down now. Okay, so the file save system has changed a little bit. It's in a different location. You're going to have to go into Windows, look for App Data, Local, and EA Sports FC25. And when you go to Settings, and then we're going to Organize by Date Modified. The squads file will be the latest one that you've used, and the Manager Career file will be the one that you've just set up, your brand new one. You actually need to change this and delete manager away. So make sure you have a backup file saved before you start doing anything like this. We now have our career and our squads. We can open up RDBM. Right, so the first thing we want to do is open, and we want to look for that squads file. Open up that latest squads file. It'll take a minute or so. Right, once it's loaded in, make sure that it has the same name that you saved that squad file as. So for us, it's squads tutorial. We're going to go down the left-hand side. We're going to look for a table called Team Kits. Now, what I want you to do here is export this single table. Save that somewhere that you can find it very quickly, probably where you've saved all of your graphics and data. Right, now that we've exported that, we can jump over here and let's go into the Team Kits editor. Here we're going to hit open. And we're going to open that Team Kits file that we just saved. We then want to type the team that we're looking for in here, which is Bromley. And we are working on the home kit. Now you've got a whole heap of options that pop up here. Don't get overwhelmed because the kit creator has done all the work for you pretty much. If we go load and we navigate to that kit folder, there is a settings.json file. If you open this, it's just updated everything to the colors and everything that you needed. It should be league representational because you've exported that Team Kits file. But if you do need to, you can change some of these things. Just go and get the codes for those particular leagues that you're looking for. One thing I would say would be probably update the colors. We've got a red and white kit, so you can always copy these up to here. This will help with the scoreboard badging and the likes. And other than that, we shouldn't really need to change anything. We can hit save. Yes, we do want to save those changes. And now that team kits text file has been updated. Jump back into RDBM. Now we're going to go import single table. And that one that we've just saved, we're basically importing it. And now that's ready to go. So if we hit save now, and once it's set ready down the bottom, that squad file in FC25 has been updated for you. So we're going to load up FC25 once again. Now, one thing I will let you know, if it hasn't worked for you, if you come in and you're using Steam, if you go into properties, you will need this data path space FIFA mod data in the launch options. The FIFA mod manager is able to do that for you and add it all. It'll automatically add it, but if it's not there, that's one way to get around. That just ensures that Steam's reading from the mod data file and getting this added to the game for you. Right, so we need to load up FC25. We need to come into our squad file again. Let's go profile, load squads. Now, if you get to the screen, there's a little bit of a bug here for some reason, and you don't see any squads. I want you to back out, and I just want you to go down to kickoff. Don't play online, just let it initialize. Back out again, and hopefully this will allow you to load the squads. Profile, load squads. There we go. So let's load our squads tutorial. That's ready to go. We can back out and go to our career mode. All right, let's load in and see what updates have been made to the kits. All right, so with the team kit squad file update, we've now updated our numbers. They're all black with the red that we change it to with that team kits update. The number as well is black. So that's it. That's very easy. You can do the home kit, you can do the away kit, you can do the goalkeeper kit, and you can get your team up and running. In the next chapter, we'll jump into how to add a third kit if your team doesn't currently have one. All right, let's talk about adding a third kit. A lot of the League 2 teams and the likes won't have a third kit, but maybe you do need an alternate kit. This will only work for one team in your save. You can't go ahead and create third kits for multiple teams with this particular method. It's a little bit of a glitch style, but it's how I use it and how I make my third kits. The first thing you want to do is get into the editor tool, and you're going to have to find yourself an ultimate team kit. This is just basically so that there is a number that's associated within the team kits file. So for me, I think we're going to go into 116. What have we got here? Try and find something that, you know, there's a foot team here. Vanity team 116198. So if we look at this kit here, let's have a look at the jersey. It's an ultimate team kit, but you're going to need that number. 116198 is the one that we're going to use here. So write that number down, and then let's get into the process of adding that third kit. You're going to want to load up that team kits file again into RDBM, and now you need to look for that ID. So if we go in here and we type that number 116198 and we hit search, not found. It's in the this second column here. Now you can see here that it's aligned with 154426. What we will want to do here is change this team because it says not found. So if we change this to our Bromley 112764, or whatever team you're using, and in this third column here where it says 0, I want you to change this to a 3. Other than that, we're all right at the moment. We're going to hit save. And then we're going to export that team kits file once again. Right then, we're going to load up our team kits editor once again. We're going to import that team kits file with the open team kits. And we should now have an option for a third kit. So you've created your third kit here on the kit creator. We're going for a red one here. We've saved that. If we come in here and we hit load, open up our settings file, and we're basically good to go, except for one thing. You're going to have to go through here and double check it against the home kit. So you can see here, captain's armband 14. Let's add 14. Let's change up some of the colors as well. And the sleeve badge on the right is 61. So just match these things to the home kit is probably the easiest. The font 49, 238, and 89. Double check your placements as well. Just make sure that it's matching up with everything on the home kit so you don't run into any headaches. Armband type 1 down here, 1. And other than that, you should be okay. We can now hit save. We come back to RDBM and we need to import that new team kits file and then hit save. Now, the next thing we need to do is obviously import all of our graphics. We're not going to do it actually here on this kit. We need to go and find kit 0 and default home kit. Now, what you'll notice from this one is that it is in fact the free agent sort of kit. We're going to manipulate this to use it as our third kit. So first and foremost, let's update and import all of our stuff from our kit file. Once again, resize everything. Okay, so we have loaded in all of our graphics. There's a couple of small changes that we do need to make here. So navigate to the team that you're using, which for us is Bromley. Go to the home kit and double click on hotspots. I want you to right click on hotspots and go copy. You're then going to scroll back up to the default 0, double click on the hotspots here, right click and go paste. What this will do is manipulate the numbers and the names and everything to match what we had on the home kit. To do the mini kit, we need to go to Legacy Explorer. We need to remove this number. We need to go to kit. Now, this is a full list of kits, but if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can find not found. If we double click this, it's a blank kit, and we want to import our mini kit for our third kit. We can then save the file, and then we can export this mod. We'll now call this 1.1 because we've added the third kit. We'll go save. And we will call it 1A. For some reason, the point ones aren't working with this mod naming structure, so I just put an A there for the second one. We'll hit save. Okay, so we've got our previous mod here, which is no longer valid because we want to add that third kit. We're going to remove this mod and we're going to import our new mod. 1.1, double click, and then we're going to launch. Right, so once again, FC's loaded up. Let's get the squad file loaded in. So load the squad. Squad's tutorial. Right, so before we load into the game, if we go to customize now, and we go to change kit, we can see now that we've added the third kit. Now, obviously the numbers are not quite right. We would need to go back in and change some of those settings in the team kits file to get it right. But it is there, it is ready to go. So let's take a look at how it looks in game. Right, and there we go. We've got the third kit in here. It's available. It's ready to go. Red kit now instead of the white KFC kit. But it's really that easy. Once you get the fundamentals and understand how it's working, you can get these kits in pretty quickly. And at the start of every season, you can do the same thing. Create some new kits. Just update your mod file. Replace all those graphics again. Update your team kits file. Reload the squads. And you're good to go for a new season. So there we go. That's how you can add all the kits that you really want to play with so that you can refresh your game every single season. If you've got any issues, feel free to contact me. We'll see what we can do about getting you set up. But there, thanks for joining me today. I'm Aspiring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one.
The Aspiring DK channel now has Patreon, and if you feel like just going that little extra step to help, the channel grow, you can go across to the website, pledge your allegiance to myself, and for $1 a month, you're basically putting it in a jar and allowing for us to go and buy some more beers and record some more beer drinking episodes. Thank you very much to the current lads that have gone ahead and supported the channel. Absolutely tremendous to see anybody willing just to give that $1 a month at this stage. I cannot thank you from the bottom of my heart. you really will make a difference in the future. So jump across there if you're that way inclined to the Patreon channel, sign up today, and we'll see if we can get some extra beer drinking episodes for you at home. Now, if you are looking for some more content, we've got a couple of videos, one here, and if you want to subscribe, there's a button right there. So go ahead, subscribe, and you'll be notified when the videos